Hey guys, it's Nathan. Welcome back to day 34 of 1 year with me. 4th of July was fun. Wrapped it up with all the fireworks. The video was stressing me out though because YouTube was having problems processing stuff last night. So you might have noticed this morning there were 2 of that video because one was processing for like an hour and a half and it was getting towards midnight, so I just decided, you know what, I'll re-upload it, see if it works, change the title a bit, change the tags and stuff like to make sure, see if it was just a problem with the one, but neither of them did, so I just let them sit there overnight and I deleted the second copy in the morning, but they uploaded okay. It was just slightly late, but it was still, I uploaded it on the 4th, it just appears as July 5th because that's when it like went up in public, but oh well, that happened. So technically I was late, but I'm not too worried about it, but today was okay. I mean, I didn't really do anything. I woke up kind of late, went to lunch with Joe and Andy because Joe was off at work, and came home, decided to play some Destiny. This is the thing that kind of irked me a bit this afternoon, was we decided to play Trials of Osiris, and I've talked about this before, but it's basically the end game for player versus player stuff. So, for those who don't know, to keep it as less gamey as possible and get about the real topic, it's 3v3, and it's in a mode called Elimination, where when somebody dies, they're dead, unless a teammate gets them up. They can't respawn, and you win by eliminating the entire team. So once you kill everybody else on the team, all 3, the round ends, and the first person, or first team, sorry, to win 5 rounds wins the match. Pretty simple, but it's very competitive. It's very competitive, because if you win 9 times, or lose 3 times, you're finished. So if you lose 3 matches, you're done for the week. You can't do it anymore until you go buy a new passage that like allows you to play it. So it's very competitive, and I am a very competitive person. I really am. And I've never done it before, really. Like, I did it a couple weeks ago, but I lost every single round that I was in because I was in kind of a less than optimal team at the time. And during regular player versus player, and just kind of in general, I as a person do not have tons of self-control. And I know this. I've known this for a long time. I found it out. Well, it's one of those things where like you don't notice it until other people start telling you, and then you start paying attention, and then you realize, oh, they're right. I should probably fix that. And what I mean by self-control is just like I say things sometimes just because I feel a certain way, and I can't stop myself from saying that. Like, that's one of the reasons why I get so salty at games sometimes, is I just get mad and I say things. Like, it happens. So we were doing today with Rick and Andy, and we ended up winning once and losing 4 times in a row because there's a thing that gives you a free loss. So we lost and we had to go end it, and then I had to get off because I gotta record this and go to bed. And Rick was saying afterwards, he was like, oh yeah, I'll tell the other guys how it went, maybe they'll play now. And I'm like, what? Say again? And he's like, oh yeah, people who shall remain nameless, even though I know who it is, said that they didn't want to play it with me before because of the way that I acted. And it was just like, he said like, oh, you're very calm down today. It's like, well, to me I didn't seem any different than before. Like, what's up? Like, so apparently the people who and I know who it is, I can tell like the 3 or 4 people who it probably is, fireworks, those people like just, they don't want to play with me because I can get salty, and I understand that, but at the same time I want to get there just as bad as they do. Like, one of the reasons I haven't done it a lot is because no one does it with me. I get on at times and I say, hey, does anyone want to do it? And it's always either, no, I've done it already, don't feel like it, don't have enough time, or, oh, I'm going to do it soon with this person and this person. And then they're just kind of like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, it's real shoddy sometimes. And like, I would understand if you told me to my face. Like, if you tell me to my face, I don't want to play with you because X reason, I might be a little mad about it, but I will totally and completely respect your opinion. Like, that's your opinion, you can think what you want. If you don't want to play with me, that's fine. Tell me that. Don't go behind my back and say that, and then give me another reason to why you don't want to. That's what irks me. Like, we're all past high school. The clickiness and the behind the back talk does not need to be here. Like, if you have a problem, tell me. I'm sorry for the way I get, but, you know, that whole thing just kind of got on my nerves. And I know that I'm whining about something that probably doesn't matter, but still, I hate when people talk behind my back. It's like, just tell me. Just please be straight with me. Like, That's all I ask for. And there are people who do that. Like Rick and Andy are very, well, Andy a little bit less so, but I understand him a bit more, so I know when he's kind of nudging that way. But there are people who are straight with me, and I do appreciate that. Like Rick obviously is telling me like it is, but it always bugs me when it's friends talking behind your back. Like, it's okay if it's other people, because it's like, you know what, fine, up yours. But when it's your friends, like, that's what bugs me. So I'm a little sour about this, but I don't know. Just seems like, you know, sometimes I'm a little bit more of a hindrance than I am a help, and that kind of bites a little bit. Like, it just doesn't make you feel good. Like, don't know how else to say it. It's just not a fun feeling. So anyway, we lost, so hopefully next weekend we can try again. But God, it was weird. So I don't know how I'm gonna talk to them about it. They'll probably say something about it later, but it was just it was not a fun thing to find out about like that. It was just leaves a sour taste in your mouth. So I don't know. I just hate talking behind backs and all that stuff. So that's basically the premise of the lesson from all this. So I'm gonna stop rambling because I have no idea where I'm going with this anymore. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. So hopefully this all will pass and we'll do better next week. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Please subscribe to follow the journey and check me out on Facebook if you want to keep up. And like always, I will see you guys tomorrow.